Rob. So nice to have you here with us today. We are recording this session so that people who registered and may not have been able to attend, and those who couldn't attend to start, get to watch what we're sharing today for October news. So I'm gonna just share a slide deck, and we'll carry on from there. We are Support Local BC. We've been working for the past 3 years to provide support, recognition, marketing, and resources for local independent businesses throughout BC. I do want to formally introduce Rob Larson as the Marketing Director of Support Local BC. Rob has over 20 years working with small and medium-sized businesses, startups, consulting on management, technology, implementation, marketing, and operations. He is a wealth of information and skills. Over the last 7 years, he has been specializing in helping small businesses with digital marketing and digital payments. And just so that you know, Rob is a real person. He is an avid golfer. And yes, that photo is of him getting a hole-in-one. So welcome, Rob. Very happy to formally have you on the team at Support Local BC.
Thank you very much, Michelle. Yeah, when people ask me, tell me about yourself, it always has to include golf. So that's there's always part of that is the discussion. Yeah.
I love that the bio you sent me actually also included the photo. So it's good. It's good. So the first thing I want to touch on today is the survey results. So we sent the survey out to the 1,700 businesses that we have on our participating businesses email list. Unfortunately, this survey, we didn't get quite as many results. I think we ended up at about 88 results, but we did send it out at the beginning of September. So I think that timing has something to do with it. But I also feel like there was really great information that came out of it. I'm going to share some of that with you and then tell you what Support Local BC is doing to action feedback that you've provided. So in no particular order, but I like numbers. Number one, basically 60% of the people who responded wanted us to be consistently updating and sharing grants and funding on the page that we have on our business resources. So if you haven't been to the website, there is in the main navigation says for businesses, and then there's business resources, and you'll find many resources there, and we just keep adding to it based on feedback that we get from you. So we're looking at really updating that grants and funding page and sending emails out when we know of a new grant or funding opportunity that might apply to some of the businesses in our network. Number two, 48.1% of people who responded said that they really wanted tips to effectively promote their business online. So things like social media management, SEO, what is that all about, and email marketing. I'm gonna allude to that later in how we're actually already working to build that set of skills or resources for businesses. Number three, about 60 people out of the 80-some people are interested in a private Facebook group for our business community. So Victoria, who is our intern, has created that private Facebook group. We're just setting up the rules for it, guidelines on how to use it, and what we want, what we think we should achieve by connecting people on Facebook. So that'll be launching soon. Number four, we asked you, which experts would you like us to pull in and do webinars about? So manufacturing and promotion were 2 topics. 47% of you wanted to learn something about work-life balance, marketing, economic uncertainties, and then 41% finding and retaining skilled employees. So we are already in the background working on quite a few of those topics to build out a webinar series for businesses participating in our program. So those are the first 4. I was trying to get them all on one slide, but let's do 5 and 6. So services that businesses are looking for. So 64% of you are looking for digital marketing services, 40% were looking for tax and accounting, and 30% were looking for website creation help. There are other services that you were looking for, but we were really just pulling out the ones that kind of made an impact for us. So the digital marketing services is again something that we're already addressing, and Rob will be speaking to that just a little bit later in the webinar. And then number 6 was just notable responses, because there were places where you could tell us, you could just type, feedback that you wanted to provide. So one that was interesting was that there were some people who didn't really understand what Support Local BC provides as far as services. So we need to do a better job of describing that for our participating businesses, but also for other businesses that we would like to bring into the community. Some of you felt that 10% fees were too high, and I think that refers to the VISA Debit Card. So there is an e-processing fee for those cards for Visa to generate the card and send them out to the recipient, and then to provide customer service after the fact if people have issues with the virtual card. We also got feedback that including charities in the program would be great, and we do accept charities as long as they are an independent and local charity. We do not invite national charities into the program. And then we also got feedback that it was helpful for SEO to have links to your particular website from our website. And that is very true, and something that is hard for us to explain unless you understand search engine optimization. Our Support Local BC website has what I would call authority with Google. And so if you have a link to your website from ours, Google goes, oh, this must be a really great website, because Support Local BC's website has provided really good information. So it just gives you a little bit of a boost. So those are kind of the top 6 areas that we pulled out of the survey results. And as I said, some of the things we are already working on. So it's great to know that, we're on the right track with things, and other pieces we are building out, but it's great to have your feedback on what is most important about them. I'm going to pass it over to Rob now. He's going to talk about our membership packages, which really support the feedback about digital marketing services, how to get more customers, and how Support Local BC can help you with that.
Thanks, Michelle. So one of the things we recognize, obviously, as an existing business in British Columbia is there's a lot of competition online. There's a lot of online initiatives that the Government of Canada has instituted, but it's also the new medium where everybody goes to their phone first. They go to their phone, they look up either your business name, or your service, and try and find you. And we're still finding there's still a lot of businesses in BC that don't have an online presence or are underserved in that area as well too. So beyond the Visa Debit Card program of emphasizing the need to shop local and driving consumers towards your businesses through your profile that's on our website, which incidentally is also a great place to make sure that if you have a website that your link is there so that it shows up as a link, improving your SEO, is to build marketing opportunities for your business so that we can kind of, as a group, kind of get together and maximize our impact through search engine optimization and social media, which is why the expansion to the Facebook group, all of that is going to help drive traffic back to that. So what we want to do is recognizing that marketing is a major issue, not only from our survey results, but also from our work with many of you, as well as we've talked about different programs and what your needs are. So that's what we've been working on, is finding low cost but efficient marketing services that we can bring to you to help you kind of improve your digital marketing opportunities. So what we've been working on is developing some membership packages beyond just your free profile. So any independent business in BC can join with a free profile. There's no charge, and we encourage every single business to be listed in there. But now that you have your profile, the next step is to put that to work. And so what we want to do is make sure that we're providing additional marketing pushes for your businesses beyond just the listings itself. So when we take a look at our membership packages, which are in the next slide, we basically wanted to create something, one, that was low cost but provided value back to you. So this is the beginning of kind of our entry point into establishing some marketing assets on behalf of small business, or our Support Local BC businesses here. So we've already got the BC prepaid Visa, so Support Local BC Visa. We've got the profile pages, and all of those, of course, are listed under, the free. The next membership package that we're putting together to offer businesses starting at $20 a month is we're going to allow you to upgrade that profile. So now you can add additional information. It gives you a bit more ability to kind of turn that profile into an online presence. So if you don't already have any kind of presence, whether it's a Facebook page or a website, this is a great way at a low cost to kind of improve that presence again and add more information. We're also going to be focusing on making sure that we do some marketing for you, which allows the social media posts that we're going to help put out on behalf of your business. Obviously, our in-house advertising, the newsletter, and of course, with a $50 membership, we're going to add additional services as well, featuring your business specifically and doing some very personalized marketing on behalf of your business. So one of the things that we're doing is basically, as the group grows and as our membership grows, this allows us to kind of put all that together, put those funds together and really promote the entire group, but also single out individual businesses as well to make sure that you're getting specific and directed, targeted marketing back to you and your online presence, whatever that may be, whether it's a website, your Facebook page, or even just your profile on Support Local BC. One of the other things that we have already put out there, and I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but on both the Google Play Store and the Apple Store, there is a Support Local BC consumer app. It's free to download. And what that does, again, is it directs traffic back to your profile from the website. So it duplicates the information that you put in your profile online through the website. And the consumers are able to pull up that app wherever they go, whether they're just touring around their own city or whether they decide to maybe go up to Invermere and go skiing. Now they've got the app, they can check it out and see what local businesses that they can shop at and use their VISA debit card that they may have had loaded as well too. So at the $50 level, we're also going to include some, again, directed advertising for those members that participate at that level through the app as well. One of the things we want to do as well as a collective is we want to increase the marketing budget for everyone as well too. So one of the things that we've started to put together is what we call a group advertising program. When we first started looking at this, we decided we would put together a budget ourselves. We would go out there and we would start some advertising. You might see, if you're on Facebook, you might see some of our Facebook ads. We're looking to build the network even larger. But we decided we're going to go a step further with the group advertising project because of a special grant that we were able to find as a nonprofit. And we'll talk about that in a second. So what is group advertising? The idea, many of you who may have suppliers might have heard of what they call co-op advertising. And co-op advertising from a supplier, let's say you have a pet store, Certain brands might give you some additional money to promote their brand. So in the same sort of vein, what we're doing is we're collecting together as a group funds that we can use to support the support local brand, and in conjunction with that, your individual businesses as part of that group. So essentially what we're doing is we're creating a massive budget by having all of us participate. And what that does is it allows us to stand out against all of those major retailers that we're all competing with, whether it's an online retailer or whether it's a mega store that has a retail location in our communities. Their marketing budgets are huge. So how do we compete with that as a small business? So that's where this next step is developing this group advertising project. And now, as I mentioned, we've gotten a boost to our advertising budget through a grant with Google. What that means is that we now have in our group advertising budget, we now have the capability of $120,000 per year or $10,000 per month US. So that translates closer to almost $15,000 Canadian that we can now spend advertising all of the businesses within the group. And that advertising dollars are going to be split up individually based on those that participate. And so we're going to be able to target advertising for those that contribute towards this group advertising budget. So we're starting that at $75 per month for those businesses that wish to join our $10,000 a month ad budget and be one of those focused businesses that we can promote directly through landing pages and through a number of other advertising solutions. And as we grow, it's not just going to be digital, we're going to do what we call clicks and mortar. So we're going to advertise in terrestrial assets as well, which includes local billboards, radio, newspapers, and of course, eventually television ads as well. The idea of this is as more and more businesses participate, the larger the budget gets, the more impact and the bigger reach we have in BC. So this advertising, just so you guys know, is going to be focused on communities in BC only. So those that participate from BC are going to see their advertising directed back into those local communities in British Columbia. So if you want to get more information about that, or if you have questions, or you think this would be a good solution for your business, then please send us an email and we'll be happy to add you to our group advertising project. We just need you to unmute, Michelle.
Oops. So we are approaching the holiday season, and each year since Support Local BC started, we have had organizations such as corporations, government offices, educational institutes. They're looking for something to give as a gift for their staff, their volunteers, their clients. And we're talking thousands of people with hundreds of dollars going out into the communities. So we have started our campaign with holiday giving. We have an email list of past organizations that have purchased our e-gift cards in the previous gift certificate program, and last year the VISA Debit Reward Card just as we launched. So this year we are being very proactive. We are going to email all of those organizations and let them know now's the time to place your bulk order. So what that means for you, again, is people coming into the communities with these VISA Debit Reward Cards that they can use at participating businesses in our program. So to help you get recognized as a participating business, obviously, update your profile on the webpage, because we will, as Rob said, be promoting the whole website and particular businesses through the group advertising program. We are finalizing window cling decals, which you can request from us. If it makes sense for you to have a, a cling decal on your window, if you have walk-by traffic. I think that's mostly if you're, a B2C business, coffee shop, bookshop, clothing store, those kind of things. You can request a decal from us and we will mail them out to you. There will be more information coming. We will be also advertising our Support Local BC app that Rob was talking about, because that is the consumer piece. That's where people will go to look, where can I spend this Visa Debit Reward Card that I got from my employer as a holiday gift. And we, in addition to our email campaigns, we are going to be doing LinkedIn ads promoting the volume orders. We did this the year before. We had a global TV ad as well. We had some PSAs go out with them to let businesses know that this was a great gift giving idea. And of course it's great for, friends to give to other friends, but really the impact for us comes when a corporation buys $1,100 Visa Debit Reward Cards, and that's $10,000 going out into the community to be spent at businesses like yours. So we're super excited about that. We are building that out now. The first email will go out this week. We do have one very large order already set up. So, I mean, talk to organizations in your community that you know as well, and suggest the Support Local BC Visa Debit Reward Card as a gift giving tool for those organizations. And that's it for today. That is our October update. Survey results, membership packages, the group advertising program, and the volume orders. The volume orders get me super excited because those get spent usually January, February, which is typically a slower time of the year as well for those of our businesses that are in the retail space. So, it just gives you a little bit of boost, because believe it or not, a lot of those volume orders don't get sent to the recipients until just before Christmas, or even between Christmas and New Year's. So they don't often use them for holiday shopping. They use them for the January, February timeframe. So any questions about what we talked about today for Rob or myself? Super. Okay, we did a good job then. If anything comes up, please email. I'll provide you with our email addresses again. For those who came in, maybe missed the first slide, Rob is our new marketing director at Support Local BC. Has a world of knowledge with small and medium-sized businesses when it comes to technology and marketing operations as well. Also an avid golfer. I have to throw that in there just so that he is a hole-in-one kind of guy. But we'll be back in November with November news. But in between now and then, you'll be receiving some emails from us with regard to our private Facebook page that we're setting up, with the membership packages, the group advertising program, and again, about the window decals, which you will be able to order as well. So those will be free of charge, but we just want to send them to businesses that really have a need for them. Some businesses, it doesn't make sense to have that. So thank you so much for being here today. And we will be sending out the recording of this webinar in the next day or two.
Thanks for joining.